Who would you say is the most influential person in all of human history? Would it be Albert Einstein, Plato, Charles Darwin, or Gandhi? It turns out that historians have someone else in mind. For example, H.G. Wells wrote, "I am a historian. I am not a believer. But I must confess as a historian that this penniless preacher from Nazareth is irrevocably the very center of history. Jesus Christ is easily the most dominant figure in all history." When asked what he felt the apex of history was, historian Will Durant pointed to the 3 years that Jesus of Nazareth walked the earth. The former president of the American Historic Society, Kenneth Scott Latourette, noted, "Measured by its effect on history, Jesus is the most influential life ever lived on this planet." Now, who would you say is the greatest spiritual teacher and the most moral person of all time? Mahatma Gandhi points to Jesus when he says, "To me, he was one of the greatest teachers humanity has ever had." Jesus' own life is the key of his nearness to God, that he expressed, as no other could, the spirit and will of God. The Dalai Lama confirms when he states, "Don't compare me with Jesus. He is a great master, a great master." Why would the Dalai Lama say this? It is because, as French historian Ernest Renan says, Jesus was the greatest religious genius that ever lived. Buddhists and Hindus believe he was an enlightened one. Muslims respect and revere Jesus as a great prophet, one of the greatest of God's messengers. Judaism considers him a great rabbi. And yet, he called himself the Son of God and was crucified for this. If one of your neighbors called themselves the Son of God, you would think they were madman or liar, wouldn't you? But this doesn't fit with the way Jesus behaved or taught. In fact, psychologists who have analyzed his life have found him to be one of the most balanced individuals who ever walked the earth. Dr. Gary Collins, who owns a PhD in clinical psychology, is in line with this thinking when he says, "All in all, I just don't see signs that Jesus was suffering from any known mental illness. He was much healthier than anyone else I know, including me." Does it follow that the most influential, moral, and balanced person of all time lived a life that was entirely based on a lie? Or that he was seriously demented? Are you willing to consider that he was who he said he was? Think about it.